この大空に翼を広げて。
Ow, my ears. Jesus. Yokosu danya. Ah, ikazuchi. Ah, my ears. Okay. Let me just check something here, make sure everything's working properly. Okay. We're good, anyway. Welcome back to Konozora ni Tsuasa wo Hirogete. If my heart had wings, oh boy. When's the last time we played this? So I was checking my... Let me just adjust my mic arm here. So I was checking the old Okay, we're good. So I was checking when's the last time we played this, and it looks like it was back in 2 weeks ago. Last time we were here, we were helping the plane girl to get parts to rebuild the glider. So, with that said, let's continue on. Okay. Oh yeah, and we asked our friend to help us find where the to build the parts for the glider. Anyway, with that, we'll continue. Neo, yokoso da nya. You guys are just here for the duck, I know it. Anyway. Today didn't go well either. Oh, what's up? Today's breakfast was another dismal failure. All of the boarders showed their faces in the dining hall for breakfast, but the only one who finished her meal was Kanako. Yokoso da nya. There must have been something wrong with it. All I have to do is make meals and clean. What a piece of cake! Is what I thought when I accepted the job as dorm mother. But my confidence is gradually fading. Oh shit, look, it's the femboy! I mean, what are you brooding over, you traitor? What do you want? Masatsuge, joining me on the way to school, went out of his way to come and sling verbal abuse. A few things happened at the dormitory. Dealing with girls can be tough. In that case, you should talk to me. That's because I have a girlfriend. Oh shit, this is wrong. No. Yeah. Isn't she a freshman at Season Girls School? Season Girls High School is a school for rich girls and is famous even in this neighborhood. The uniform has a reputation for being cute, so fans come from far and wide just to take a look. Her name's Eddie-chan. Do you want to see a photo? He looks like he's about to show me, so I go along with it. Whoa, seriously? She's cute. Isn't she? We're in a band together. Eddie-chan's on vocals and bass, and I'm on guitar. Bruh. You know it's true. Marble, you can play guitar? I practice like crazy for Eddie-chan. Now I can play as fast as Inui. Da-da-da-da. He goes as he shows off some great air guitar. Anyway, who the hell is Jin? Hey, at your old school, you were riding bikes, weren't you? Oh, I just want to know. Is my volume alright? Is it too low? Is it too high? Is the background music overpowering? I just want to know. My mic volume is perfect, correct? I'm just gonna assume so. Did I enable RTX voice? Nah. Yeah, I was. What about it? So you're not doing it anymore. We even don't have a cycling racing club at our school. Well, yeah, I don't do it anymore. Masatsuge's face seemed to say it's got nothing to do with me though. BGM overpowers a bit. Got you. Didn't you get on the podium at some new trace meet? Did you hear that from An-chan? An-chan told Agya and Hotaru that they should go with him and cheer for you at the next race. Well, he told me to. That made me go a bit red. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I wanna go so that I can see you lose miserably. I wasn't planning on going so that I could cheer for you or anything. Buck. Yeah, I get it. Don't get so flustered. Okay, well, I see. Agya felt bad about it, that she couldn't see you at your best. You knew about that, didn't you? No, I don't know. I never thought that I would make it to the podium, even if I knew. It was too far for me to say, come and watch me. Even so, you still didn't contact us. Same goes for both of us. Besides, I send you a New Year card every year, didn't I? You mean the pre-printed ones they sell at the convenience store? You did the same thing! Anyway, your New Year cards usually arrive at the end of January. You should just be thankful that I sent you one back, you... Oh, I found the odd couple. Hi, Agya. Morning! What's up, Mabo? Masatsuge was sneakily hiding in my shadow. Nothing. Don't get too friendly with me, or Eddie-chan will get angry. Okay. She's such a cute girlfriend, isn't she? Jokingly, Aiga deliberately keeps her distance from Masatsuge as she walks. Masatsuge comes up beside me and gives me a little poke in the ribs. Hey! Thing we were talking about just now. Don't say anything to Agya, okay? What thing? The fact that she wanted to go and watch your race. Okay, I got it. Is it the sort of thing that needs to be kept a secret? Why are two guys like you getting so clingy? What do you mean? wanna get near this guy. Ew, gross, Jesus. You don't have to actually spit.
仲いいね。
We're
やけ
getting
ちゃう
along so
わ。
well. I'm so jealous. Shut up, Aga. Yeah, don't say weird things like that. Eee. I blame Neo. Oh wait, no, I blame wrong guy, sorry. I'm so used to saying Neo. Lunchtime. Today I didn't eat my lunchbox early. As I basked in this tiny sense of achievement and got my lunchbox out, Kotori had already disappeared from the classroom. Bitch. Oh shit, what you doing? Eat your vegetables, kids. Oh, sorry. Worst of habit. As she looked out into the hallway, she was moving back and forth as if she were saying, "Should I go forward? No. Maybe I should go back. Are you waiting for me?" Huh? Letting out a cry not really befitting a pretty little girl, Kotori fanned herself with her left hand as if to calm herself down.
脅かさないでくれる？
Don't scare me like that. Sorry. Only wanted to speak with you, that's all. You're going, aren't you? To the garage?
ええ、そうよ。
Yes, I am.
別にあなたを待ってたわ
Not
けじ
like
ゃ
I'm
ないけ
waiting
ど。
for you, though. Okay, shall we go? I push her wheelchair on the way. Hey,
勝手に押さ
don't just start pushing me. Here, hold this, would you? I pass my bag to her. Hey, don't treat me like baggage storage. Ah, Tsundere.
誰もいないみたい。
Looks like nobody's here. The garage was open, but there was no one there. For some reason, it felt like Amane was always here, so it was a little surprising. Holy shit, everyone's a tsundere in this VN. I know, right? Even the reader's a tsundere. Wait, what? The air conditioning's not turned on, so it's quite humid. What should we do?
どう
Why
す
are
るって
you
言わ
asking
れても。
me? Kotori subconsciously put her hand on her stomach. Shall we have our lunch in here? I made one for you too, Kotori. Well, I mean, leftovers from breakfast. Kotori didn't come to have any breakfast this morning, so she shouldn't have any way of knowing what food was served.
それも寮母
Welcome
の
back,
仕事
Ike.
なの？
Sodanyo. Is this also part of your job as dorm mother? No, I'm just middling. 1, 2, 3. I put the 3 lunch boxes on the workbench. I went to the trouble of making one for Amane too, though. The air conditioner isn't turned on in the garage, so if I just leave it here, it'll go bad. There's a refrigerator, so I decide to put it in there. And if I leave a note on the desk, she'll realize and then eat it, won't she? Could you turn on the electric fan? Kotori turns on the nearby electric fan.
エアコンは？
What about the air conditioner? I can't find the remote controller. It's probably buried somewhere. We open up the lunch boxes in a place that gets the full force of the wind from the electric fan.
何これ？
What's this? Curry?
クイックセーブしといたわ。
This morning's breakfast was curry. You don't like it?
普通カレーをお
People
弁
usually
当に
put
す
curry
る
in
か
their
な？
lunch boxes. You can complain after you've eaten it. Kotori has a meek look on her face as she moves the cold curry towards her mouth.
冷めてても美味しい。
It's thirsty, even though it's cold. It would be good if you had a microwave, though. For a little while, the two of us quietly eat our curry. Doing fine. Today, there's no sheet covering the glider. I gazed at the simple, sleek shape of its body and thought it was beautiful. I imagined the aircraft cutting through the air as it flew. When you're riding a bicycle, your greatest enemy is the wind. Huh? Kotori's face seemed to say, "What is this guy talking about all of a sudden?" But I carry on regardless. The worst thing is when you have a headwind. While it is constantly pushing you back, you have to keep pedaling. I faced the wind coming through the electric fan set too strong, and I remember that feeling a little. Simple? Look. The feeling of the wind gradually draining my stamina. That's why when we ride a bicycle, we try to find ways to reduce air resistance. Not just the shape of the bike or the helmet. During the race, we cooperate with the members of other teams and for a group while riding. I thought that when riding a bike, it would be better if the wind wouldn't blow. But this thing rides the wind to fly.
ジェットエンジンもプロペラもないのにね。
Even though it doesn't have a jet engine or propeller. If we hadn't actually seen it flying that day, even with the real thing right in front of us, we wouldn't be able to imagine it flying. Speaking of which, Kotori, how do you know about gliders? She didn't really know that much about them. That was the first time she had seen a real one.
別に
I don't really. I just
本で読んだだけ。
read about them in the book. Somehow it seems like it's hard for her to answer, so I decided not to go any further. Yokozo Danyo Crazy the Red One. Speaking of books, there's a bookshelf here, lined with many books. Looking closely, they are all related to gliders or aircraft. I pick one up and take a look inside. It's all in English. I can't read it. What? It's not like my grades in English are bad, but with the level of English I have from studying at school, reading academic papers is really tough. Seems like Kotori is the same.
こっちの本は写真がいっぱい載ってるわ。
This book has lots of photos. Wondering who told the glider up and I'm first us. Oh, sorry, I've shut the lock. There was a book that had many photos of gliders, like a catalog. There are so many different types. The shape of the wings, the size, and so on. Even with gliders, there are so many different varieties.
これ
Look at this. What's happening in this picture?
山の上を飛んでる。
It's flying over a mountain. It looks so natural that I didn't really notice, but the glider was flying high enough that it could look down on the mountain. They can fly that high? Kotori and I, without realizing, both look at the glider sitting over there. With its wings removed, we couldn't really grasp the full size of it. But at a glance, it didn't seem all that different to the glider in the photo. Amane had said that it could go above the clouds. I wonder what it feels like to fly through the sky.
きっと最高の気分よ。
Probably feels amazing.
上昇気流に乗って
To
飛ぶ
fly
な
in
ん
the
て
rising air currents would be just like being a bird, wouldn't it? After we finished our lunch boxes, we stayed for a little longer. We spent the time looking at books and admiring the glider. Oh no! Here we go. When the bell rang, it felt like the time to enjoy ourselves was over. And I felt a little sad.
何かしらこれ。
What's this? Just as we were about to go back to the classroom, Kotori noticed a photo frame on Amane's desk. I wonder what this is. The weird thing was that there was a photo frame, but no photo inside. An empty photo frame had been placed there. In her case, she probably managed to lose just the photo inside. What's up? Huh? No, it's nothing.
行きましょう。
Let's go. It's hot in here. I can't stand it. Sus. The moment we stepped out the sauna-like garage, the air outside felt cool. That was pretty sus. Just saying. Splash, splash, splash. I'm worn out. It's easy to say clean the bathroom, but I never thought it would be such a big job. Plus, there's no air conditioning in there, so I'm sweltering. The trouble is, if I don't do this every day during the summertime, then mold will start growing. It's not just about hygiene, it's kind of gross too. There's no way you can take a bath when there's mold growing in there. My cell phone rang. On the display, it showed home. Hello?
もしもし、葵
Hello?
私だけど。
Hi, it's me. What's up?
別に
Nothing
どうし
really.
てるかと思って
I was just wondering how you're doing.
どう
How is it?
順調
Is it going smoothly? I can't say it's going smoothly. I didn't think much of it when I accepted, but it turned out to be pretty tough.
そりゃそうよ
Yes, of
楽な
course.
仕事なん
There's
て
no
ない
such
の
thing
よ
as an easy job, after all. Going to school every day and doing the work of a dorm mother is wearing me out. I realized this after only a few days. This is a lot of hard
で
work.
も今は
But
その
now,
方がいいんじ
that's
ゃない
better for you, isn't it? Why?
嫌なこと
You can do it without
思い
dredging
出
up
さ
old
ずに済む
memories.
じゃない
Well, if that's what you think, don't talk about it.
それともママが恋しく
Or
なっ
do you
た
miss your mama? A mother like you? She's the kind of mother who loves teasing her son, but did she get me to do this storm mother job because she was worried about me? I'm so busy that I don't have time to dwell on things. Speaking in the hallway, the other boarders may have been able to hear me, so I went back to my room. We continue our silly parent-child conversation. My mother is a fiercely independent person and a hardworking career woman. Many things have been happening until recently. Well, they're still going on now, and we were living separately. I'm a bit too old to be missing my mother, though. It's enough for me to just speak to her from time to time.
学校の方はどうなの？
How's school? It's going fine. Ageha's there too.
あげはちゃん、綺麗になったわね。
She's gotten so pretty, hasn't she? Recently, I saw her for the first time in a while, and I was so surprised. Yeah, me too. She's like a proper girl now. Yikes, some mother like you. Yikes.
そんな風に余裕ぶっこいてられるのも今のうちよ。
Sheesh. You won't be able to think about her like that for much longer.
あげはちゃん、これからもっと
Ageha-chan will get even more
もっと綺麗
pretty
に
from
なるわ
now
よ。
on, won't she?
愛想もいいし、
She's outgoing
気遣い
and
も
considerate,
でき
so
るし
she'll be very popular with the
間違い
boys,
な
no
くモテ
doubt
るわ。
about it. Jeez, cut it out. What are you talking about?
あらやだ、口
No,
が悪い
no.
わね。誰に
You
似
have
たの
such
か
a
しら。
sharp tongue. You remind me of someone. Yeah, you. Would a mother usually tell her son to go chasing after
それ
girls?
じゃ、頑張ってね。
Okay
ト
then.
ラブルがあっ
Good
たら
luck.
すぐ言いなさ
If
い。
you have any trouble, call me. Sure.
それから、
Also, if you're finding it tough to do all of the housework, you can ask the boarders to help you.
超格安物件
The
なん
rent
だ
in
から
that place is
その
super
くらいして
cheap,
もら
so
わ
they
ない
should
と。
help with things like that. I'll think about it.
それじゃ、おや
Okay.
すみ、あおい
Good
ちゃん。
night, Aoi-chan. She called me that on purpose because she knows I don't like it, and then ended the call. My father is the one who chose to call me Aoi, but it's kind of a girl's name, so I was often teased about it, and it seems she still remembers. I put down my phone and take a look at the boarding students roster. As for the boarders' jobs, cleaning their own room is a given. Then there's cleaning the hallways and... Haha! I sneezed, and no one got to hear it. No kawaii sneeze for you guys. Hey. Get fucked. As for the boarders' jobs, cleaning their own room is a given. Then there's cleaning the hallways and entrance as well as the dining hall. On the other hand, my jobs are to prepare breakfast and dinner, clean up afterwards, clean the bathroom and the garden and other miscellaneous chores. It's actually pretty tough. Maybe I should ask for help. Even if I can just get them to clean the bathroom, that would be a real lifesaver. Huh? Yuka? Yes? Yuka is in the dining hall, the tall 4th grade? Oh, okay. 4th high. Okay, no, sorry. 4th grader terrified me. The tall 4th grader and the one who'd been here the longest seemed surprised as I call out to her. What is it?
何かしら、水瀬くん。
Can I ask you a question? I lay out the roster that I was just looking at on the table where Yuka's sitting. Yuka, who should be used to seeing this, looks at it with curiosity. Kotori doesn't have her name on the job roster. Well, she's disabled, dude. You want her to work? Like, if anyone gets a pass from doing these chores, it should be Kotori. Starting with Kanako, then Yuka. There are 4 names, but Kotori's name is not there. Yes, but
あの子、
she... Yuka looks towards the dining hall door as she speaks.
足が不自由だから。
She's disabled. I just said... I see, so that's why... What? You didn't think... Bro, you dumb. Bro. How did you not think of this sooner? Bro. I see, so that's why. Thank you. It's okay. God damn. Ah. The scorching sun comes shining in. Up on the roof, with nothing to block the sunlight, it feels even more like I'm being burned. What the fuck is that? Holy shit, that was loud. Today is hot as hell. I grumble as I wipe the sweat from my brow. It's already 7 o'clock. It's just before the peak of summer, and the sun is finally shining at full strength. Today's Saturday, so there's no school. That's my chance to get some of the dorm mother work done. This morning, I've climbed up on the roof and I'm fixing leaks. This building is in pretty bad condition. I heard that the owner collapsed a few days ago, and who was also the caretaker here is an elderly woman. Because it was a girls' dormitory with no guys around, there were quite a few places that had been left damaged. This place is so old that I can't help wondering if originally it was aiming to be registered as a cultural heritage site. The owner, who's a widow, opened the manor house as a student dormitory before I was born. Which means that when we were calling this place the Witch's Mansion, students from Keifia Academy were already living here. Since then, the owner had been taking care of the boarding students like they were her own children or grandchildren. However, since the redevelopment plans were brought forward, land prices in Kasugaura have been rising. The owner's sons were hoping to let go of this place, and that's one of the reasons why I was brought to take on the dorm mother's job in such a hurry. It might be hard to avoid getting involved in those kind of adult matters, so I will just quietly get on with the work that I have to do. Alright, that should do it. Finishing the repairs to the roof, I climbed down the ladder. Okay, next is... Oh! Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Yeah! Pog! Who was pecking at the soil had come closer to where I was going to put my feet as I climbed down. Yeah! Look at that boy! Look at that boy, he fly today. You're looking good today, Mr. Hat. Look at it. Look at him. Look at that boy. Yeah. This is kind of besides the point, but ducks eat weeds and bugs, so it seems that if I just leave him to it, he'll maintain the garden. However, he will also peck at the flowers and so on too, so the person doing the gardening needs to watch out for that. What's up, pet? Where's your buddy?
Quack, quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack. Oh! Yeah! I have no idea what he's saying, but he definitely looks bored. Sorry, but I've got work to do. When I get back, I'll give you a bath. Yeah, duck. The door to Kotori's room was closed. I couldn't hear any sound, and there were no signs that she was awake, still asleep, huh? Sleepyhead. Hey, Kotori. Wake up, Alul. Hey, Miss Alul. Shut up! What do you want? I'm going to do some shopping. Do you want to come with me? Huh? Is that the reason why you disturbed my peaceful sleep? Her face seemed to say if this was America and I sued you, you would lose. You're oversleeping. It's a nice sunny day, so let's go outside. Why do I have to do your shopping with you? It's shopping for the dormitory. You eat too, don't you? It took her a while to wake up, Ika. Remember, we were knocking for quite a bit there. So she had to get up her bed using those support beams and then get on her chair. I'll get ready, so hold on a minute. Eee, Jesus, my ear. Hi there, hey. Seeing Ageha give a great big wave, Kotori makes an annoyed face. Yeah, that's mood right there. You see that, boys? That's mood right there. Look at that. That's the face I always do. That's the face I always do when Ika opens his mouth. I just go just go Hi, Akeha. Oh, why did I say it like that? Sup, Oi? Morning, Kotori. Morning.
クイックロードします。
No.
ちょっと、なんであの子がいるのよ。日本
She
で
here.
って言ったじゃ
You said we were going out to do shopping for Thorn. It's fine. There's something I need help with. I had planned from the beginning to meet up with Akeha. That's because I want her as a special advisor for today's work. Right, let's go.
ん。行こう行こ
Let's go, let's go.
う。
We arrived at the underground street of the shopping mall. There are many stylish shops in the shopping arcade. What? How do you say that? My English. There are many stylish shops in the shopping arcade, and there's also a large supermarket. I pushed Kotori. Wow, I love the look of this place. Hello. We have something similar here in the Philippines, although it's like a city away. It's the SM hypermarket. I push Kotori along in her wheelchair and go around buying the food with Ageha. What do we need?
まず、鶏もも肉で
First,
し
you
ょ
need chicken thighs, then red
それから
peppers,
パプリ
green
カ、ピーマン、
peppers,
玉ねぎ。
onions. Kotori looks like she still doesn't agree with the fact that Ageha is with us. She looks at me like she's trying to put a curse on me. I got Ageha to think of a menu for me for tonight's dinner. Seems that the thing that I make aren't the kind of things that girls like.
なんで私が一緒に来なきゃ
Why
いけ
do
な
I
い
need
わ
to
け
come with you? Because you can carry the bags. That one guy, yokozo da nyo. Whoa, look at her. Haha. Kotori's doing a good job of carrying the green supermarket. You're using her as a shopping cart? You're using her as a shopping cart. just because you can push her around, literally, does not, and she's on wheels, does not mean you can use her as a shopping cart. Oh my lord. Do you also put quarters in? Anyway. God damn. Bro, you are one mean ass son of a bitch. you bastard. Kotori is doing a good job of carrying the green supermarket basket. Again, and I keep slinging more and more ingredients into the— Wow! You
パプリカパウダー、ホー
paprika
ルトマト、
powder,
生
whole
ハム。
tomato. This is great. This is lovely. It's so heavy.
ねえねえ、ポ
Hey,
テチ買っていい？
can I buy some potato chips? Oh boy. No. Pakuriman chips. I remember these.
ケチ。
You're so
後でお金払うから
stingy.
一
I'll
緒
pay
に
for
入れ
them
といて
later. So put them in the basket, will ya? She slings them in. Also, we'll soon be out of rice. Let's buy some rice. Are you talking about a sack of rice? Don't you fucking dare, bro. You dick. You fucking dick. Oh my god. Poor girl. Aww. With all of the ingredients for all the borders, before we knew it, the basket that Kotori was carrying was full.
人をカー
Don't
ド
treat
みたい
me
に
like
す
a
るな。
shopping cart! Oh my god. I just said it. As she complained, Kotori was very careful not to let the contents of the basket fall out. Don't drop anything.
くそ。
Damn it.
ハバネさんは欲しいものない？
Is there anything you want, Kotori?
アイス。
Being chilling. Ice cream. Today's shopping is being paid for with the operating costs of the dormitory, so we can't really buy things we don't need. Having said that, she is helping me out. You can get Baribarikin. What?
もっと高級なの
I
がいい
want something of higher quality than
違わ
that.
ないわ
The work I put in and the reward I get aren't balanced. Have it your way. I decide to treat her to strawberry Haagen-Dazs with my own money. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. Is this one okay?
そうだ
Yeah,
ね
that's okay. We finish at the cash register. The food costs about 50% more than usual, but tonight is a special occasion. Ah, jeez, I forgot to buy ground beef.
うん
Huh?
そんなの使わない
We
よ
don't need it. It's for tomorrow. It's a pain to have to keep going to buy food all the time, you know? I leave them behind and don't go back. I forgot how to speak. I leave them behind and go back to the store. I search for the meat in the ground meat section. If I can, I want to get one with a discount sticker. Hey, it comes with the VA work, right? Sometimes you just mess up. Include it in the bloopers, so you... if only there was a channel, Kyoshi Akazora noises, and someone upload it there. Yo, someone make a fan channel. Get to it. If I can, I want to get one with a discount sticker, as I thought there aren't any at this time. The cost for the boarders' food is paid on a monthly basis. The dormitories run as kind of a hobby by the owner, so it's just a rough estimate. But there is an upper limit established as part of the rent agreement. No, I don't care. Like, Ika, if you make... bro got kerfuffled. Yeah. I don't care. If someone makes Kyoshi Akazora noises, go ahead. Feel free. Record. I uninstalled the Vinci to RIP. The dormitory's meals follow the creed of as cheap as possible, as tasty as possible. I look at the packs of beef that are lined up on the shelf. 2,980 yen for 100 grams! This is a supermarket that celebrity women come to, so sometimes the prices for the ingredients are pretty steep. It's okay once in a while, so I'd like everyone to eat this kind of meat. I murmured to myself.
これでいいのかな
Is this one okay? I wonder. Yep. A girl reaches across from the side and slings the luxury marbled 2,980 yen for 100 grams meat into her basket. Will this be enough? We are having beef curry after all. The girl who took the pack showed signs of hesitation but continued to sling more and more of the luxury marbled meat into the basket. In the end, she took everything that was on the
こ
shelf.
れでよしっと
Held it. Alright. Are you going to use luxury marbled beef in the curry? Not only that, it's thinly sliced.
What?
Huh? I was supposed to have said that on the inside, but because of the shock, I came right out and said it aloud.
と
I mean, if you're making curry, they have meat for curry over here. See?
そんな大きいの
When
こ
you
れ
eat
食べる
curry,
とき
you
に見
don't
ない
see
で
such
す
big
よ
pieces of meat, do you? Well, when you stew meat this size, it becomes more tender and much smaller. If you use that kind of thin meat, the fat will melt away and you won't have a trace of it left. What? Oh. In her basket was about a kilogram of marbled meat to be used in sukiyaki. Going to stew all of that in curry. What a waste of good meat. As I stare at the basket, she looks at me in disbelief. I'm so sorry. She seemed embarrassed as she said that and moved over to the fresh fish section. Did I scare her off? There's also
シーフード
seafood
カレーって
curry,
いうのもあるん
so
だ
maybe I
し
should buy some fish too. She said as I watched from a distance her throwing sea bream, with the head and tail still on, into the basket, while I reach for a pack of the cheap pork and beef ground meat. It's delicious.
ハバネさんストロベリー
Kotori,
派なん
you
だ
like strawberry, do you?
私は
I like
クッ
cookies
キ
and
ー
cream.
クリームかな
Okay. I am also cookies and cream guy, but I think the best ice cream I ever have, and I'm always in love with this. I love chocolate fudge. Chocolate fudge is heavenly, bro. You give me chocolate fudge, I'm gonna marry you on the spot. Anyway.
そう。
Oh, really?
美味しい？
Is that tasty?
もちろんよ。
Of course.
ね
Say. And I'm gonna get punished for this, but I am not a huge fan of mint. Mint chocolate, whatever. I'm not a huge fan of that. It can go in the trash bin for all I care. I'm about to get punished.
え。いやよ。
No,
まだ何も言ってないんだ
I
けど。
haven't said anything. No. White ice cream with some chocolates placed on it. Oh, okay. I don't know what that's called.
一口だけでいいか
One spoonful, just one spoonful.
ら。いやよ。
No, there's
スプーン
only
一
one
つしかいい
spoon.
じゃん。
It's
女同士
okay,
なん
we're
だか
both
ら。
girls.
やったらやよ。
No means no.
ケチンボ。
Don't be so stingy. Don't fight over ice cream, Jesus. God, don't guilt trip her. Hey, Ageha, don't guilt trip the girl. We treated her like a shopping cart, and this ice cream is her reward. Don't, Ageha. Come on, Ageha, just let her go. Let her
わ
go.
かったわよ。
Oh my
一
god.
口だけよ。
All right, just one spoonful.
ハバネさんありが
Yay, thanks. Vixen, bro. What a vixen. A menace to society. See, this is why I don't like girls who act cute and shit. It's like they use their cuteness to guilt trip you. Yeah, get chushu. Cuteness doesn't work on me. You know what works on me? Tsundere. Exactly, because they're blunt. Choo.
私のハーゲンダッツ。
It's delicious. What are you doing? I'd finished paying and had come back and Kotori was letting Agya eat her ice cream. I felt like I'd seen something I wasn't supposed to see.
これは違うのよ。
It's not what it
この
looks
子がど
like.
うしても食べたいって言う
She
から。
said that she really wanted to eat it, so I just let her have one spoonful. I see. Well, it's nice that you're getting along. Oh, I prefer the mask. I prefer people with masks because at least that way you can tell what once they do start becoming truthful. You can tell. Right? People with no mask, you can't tell. You cannot tell if they're being a bastard or like backstabbing. You cannot tell. People with masks are easy to tell, so I trust people with masks more. That's why I trust Neo more than anyone else. Oh, it's not like that. Strawberry's nice too. I think it's more on the psychology. I did study psychology, so I am on the side of like, yeah, you know. People with masks are much more easier to trust, so. Because you never know, right? You'll never know with people who don't wear masks. They're always like the same. They're always the same. I call it monotonous, right? So think about it, right? A person who's just cheery and cheerful all the time is also monotonous. I don't like that. That's no better than a brick wall. It's like, god damn, show some emotions other than being happy. Like, what are you going through? No human is this happy all the time. So yeah, that's only me. That's me. My preference. You guys can have your own preferences. Strawberries are nice too. Hey, can I have another spoonful?
もう終わり。
No, that's all.
私
There
の
won't be
分
any
は
love for me. Blushing as she spoke, Kotori continued to wolf down the Haagen-Dazs. Okay, let's go. Here, take this back.
ちょ、
え
重い。
this is
だけど
heavy.
私も手伝うよ。
I'll help
ア
too.
イスのお礼
To say thank you for the ice cream. Wow. Wow. You should help by default. She's disabled. Oh my god. I push Kotori's wheelchair and we leave the shopping mall.
これどうやって切るの？
Hey, how do you cut this? Pass that to me. I'll show you how it's done. Her face seemed to say, I get annoyed when people get on their high horse, as she obediently passed me the knife. In a way that Kotori could see easily, I cut the vegetables. Chop, chop, chop. Like this.
こっちのピーマンは？
How about this green pepper? Wouldn't it be best to cut it in half down the middle? No. That's the core. That's where the seeds are. You don't want to do that. That'd be spicy death right there.
わかった。やってみる。
Okay, I'll try to. Huh? What? I thought you cut pepper on the sides and then leave the middle core with the seeds. You don't want those seeds. Unless you do. Then you're crazy. We had come back to the dormitory and had begun cooking in the dining hall. I got Kotori, who couldn't reach the stove, to cut the vegetables. I'm cooking, while Agya helps and tells me how to do it. Hey, this is pretty easy.
でしょ？
See? You just cut the vegetables and stew them with the chicken thighs. Said Agya, who had brought the recipe. Basque-style chicken stew. I couldn't guess what kind of food it would be from just the name, but it is really easy to make. First, you grill the chicken thighs, then fry them with the cut vegetables. And after that, add the canned tomato and broth and leave it to stew. It's a stew that doesn't need to be done precisely. That's the main dish. Next, we prepare the salad and the soup.
わあ。
Glah. Oh, Mr. Head. You want to help out, Mr. Head? Come here. Even as Hat walks around her feet, quacking, Kotori doesn't seem to notice that she's quietly immersed in what she's doing. She's really concentrating.
案外熱中するタイ
Surprisingly,
プだ
she's the
ね。
enthusiastic type, isn't she? Despite complaining at first, when she gets started, she becomes very serious.
均等に切るのは至難
It's
の
quite
技
hard to
ね。
cut them evenly. Well, it doesn't need to be exact. If there's variety in the thickness, that gives a difference in texture.
不均等に切るのね。
Cut them unevenly. Got it. She said that she thought about this and that, and started intentionally cutting the vegetables unevenly. I guess that's what people look like when they get serious. Agya, how does the soup taste to
う
you?
ん。
Oh god.
ちょっと薄いか
The
な。
flavor is a little too mild. I'll add salt and pepper. And so, the preparations for dinner continued smoothly. Nice. Ah, looks so tasty. I see nothing. I only see the condiment rack. One after another, the boarders came to the dining hall and seeing the food on the table, and how different it was to usual, they were surprised at first. There's a general idea of meal times for the boarders. I usually make meals at the same time, and the time that everyone comes to the dining hall is not really set. It's okay if you come late, and it's okay if you don't eat. That's why we often eat at different times. This is the first time since I came here that we've all gathered at the same time like this. Today was the only time that I had told them in advance. Okay, everyone, please take a seat. You too, Agaha.
お邪魔します。
That is a lot of girls surrounding you, bro.
なんかすごいね、今日のご飯。
Forehead. Today's dinner looks amazing.
ねえ、もう食
Hey,
べていい？
can we start eating? I'm
Unaka-
starving. Go ahead, enjoy your meal. The boarders, looking at each other, cautiously move the food towards their mouths.
おい
It's
しい。
delicious.
本当だ。
It really is delicious. I can hear the word delicious coming from the boarders. What is? It's true. It really is tasty. Basque-style chicken stew. I was the one that had made it, but I didn't know how it would taste. and I imagined that it wouldn't be very good. It was different to the Western or Chinese food that I usually make, in that I normally don't use spices that make it easy to understand the flavor. The meat stewed in the tomato soup was tender. It was surprisingly refreshing. Most importantly, the flavor of the meat had really been drawn out, so I had no complaints at all about the taste. It's the kind of thing that you eat on a hot summer's day, when you don't have much of an appetite. This is great. Please have some salad too. The salad served in a big bowl was divided between everyone. There were cucumbers, tomatoes and lettuce, and also avocado and mozzarella cheese. Even though it was just an elaborate salad, again, the reaction was... The salad... Why are you turning around? It's kind of fancy. Ryoko, who's in the 2nd grade like me, and also Sanae, the 3rd year with the trademark glasses, both seemed to really like it. This was produced by me, Ageha-chan. Everyone made a face that kind of showed they knew that. The truth is that today's meal was made under the advice of Miss Himeki here. So that's why Ageha's here. I thought I'd get him to make the food that I like for me. By the way, it seems that Ageha and Ryoko were friends from before. The thing is, it seems the food that I made didn't really go down too well with everyone. Apart from Kanako, all of the boarders looked away for a moment, awkwardly. It's not that it didn't taste good. Yes. But the portions were very big. Yeah. That's why if there's something you want to say, please talk to me about it, okay? It's a little scary, but I thought I'd try to talk to them about it. How should I put this? It's all the same color. Yes, I know what you mean. That's exactly it, Yuka. But today's food is colorful. It sure is. Yo, a bunch of high school students being this choosy with foods. God damn, when I was in high school, I was eating cup noodles, bitch ass. There's red, green, yellow, and white, and many other colors and looks vivid and colorful. The food I usually make is ginger pork, brown, fried rice, brown, curry, yellow, yakisoba, brown, Neapolitan pasta, red, and so on, but it's all basically comprised of a single color. Ai's food is hearty and I quite like it. Yes, it's not that it doesn't taste good, but you see, recently it's been really hot and we don't have much fun. So we got tired of it halfway through. Everyone's really kind, aren't they? They really care about my feelings. Just because of that, I was unnecessarily worried. For a girl like me, who went to sports-focused boys' school, and lived together with his dad in a kind of bachelor pad, that was always enough. I never even thought about the color of food. Yeah. Somehow it seems that in the girls' dormitory, that kind of thing is important. Confirm. Hana. Kimi. Is this true? Like, does it matter what, like, kind of food? Like, do you guys want something colorful? Or is it just here? I guess if they're used to the old dorm mothers like cooking, then I guess that would make sense. Why there's a lot of why they're probably used to the old dorm mothers cooking, whoever it was. So that's why my cooking style is probably way more different. Nah, I don't care. I see. Also, for those wondering why my eyes are closed every time I play a VN, it's because my monitor, I have to look down, and since the face tracking software is racist, me looking down is equivalent to me closing my eyes apparently. So, thanks, PC face. Somehow, it seems that in the girls' dormitory, that kind of thing is important. But this is really delicious. Can I have seconds? Everyone seems satisfied. It feels like this is the most they've opened up to me so far. If I'm going to say it, now's my chance. Can I just say something? Racially motivated program. I stand up and get everyone's attention. But please listen as you eat. This is about the boarders' chores. Would it be alright to increase them a little? I'm a student too, so it's pretty tough for me. For example, if I could just get you guys to clean the bathroom, that would really be a big help. Everyone looked at each other as if they were trying to figure out what the others were thinking. To be honest, no one's going to be happy about increasing their chores. But...
わかった。
Okay, I understand. As Yuka, the oldest, responded, the others nodded in agreement.
水瀬くんが大変な
It
の
must be tough
見
for
てい
you,
てわか
Aoi.
ってるから
You can tell that just by looking.
実は
The truth is, I was kind of worried
ちょっと気になってました。
about it. Yo, she has big ass eyes. I just noticed Ryoko has a funny face. Look at that. Oh no. Oh no, VC face. My expressions aren't working. No, my smiles. My avatar isn't smiling. I am sad. Come on, dude. Come on, show me something. Come on. Sorry. There we go. Anyway. The truth is, I was kind of worried about it.
屋根の雨漏りも直してくれた
He
しね
even fixed the leaky roof. In return, I'll try harder than ever to make good food for you.
こんな美味しいご
We
飯
can eat this kind of delicious food every day.
いいなあ、りょう
Sounds good, doesn't it, Ryoko?
私も
I
こ
might
こに
live
住
here
もうか
too.
な。うん。
Is that
それだけ
all we
でいい
have to
の？
do? That and one other thing. This is what I really wanted to say. I think that we should get Kotori to do some things too. She's disabled, bro. Red? I like red. You know what I don't like? Spammers. Get out of here. Let me just save here just in case I accidentally... Kotori, who was sitting at the end of the table, the furthest away from everyone, who looked uncomfortable while she ate, was surprised to hear her name called. Everybody looked around at Kotori. Okay, I'll be honest. I know this is a weird take, and it probably seems weird to some people, but I actually do how do I say this without it sounding weird? Like, if I have a partner and they're disabled, it's more of a plus than a negative. Because for me, for me right now, the happiness that I get, right, is from helping people. And if I get to help my partner, like let's say she or he, if they're disabled, and I get to help them, that would definitely make me feel much more happier, knowing that I'm making their life easier for them. So I don't really mind. Like, it's a plus for me if no. Yeah, it's, you know, it just makes me feel good being able to help people like this. So so if I have a disabled partner, blind, deaf, can't walk or whatever, then it's really nice, you know, being able to help them. I would definitely learn how to sign language if I had the deaf partner. I do want to learn sign language like by default, so yeah. I do love helping, so that's one thing I really like. And if having a blind partner and you just hold their hand all the time and guide them around, that's pretty nice. Just hold their hand, guide them around, help them do stuff. It makes it makes me feel like warm inside. Like, hey, I'm helping this person out. I'm helping this person I love, and it's really nice. I like that. So yeah. Everybody looked around at
で
Kotori.
もハバネ
But
さんは
Kotori is... She has a walking disability, but she can use her hands. There are things that she can do.
今日の料理だっ
Like
て
today's dinner.
手伝ってく
Shut
れた
us
んだ
with
よ
that.
あなたたちが無理やり付き合
Yeah,
わせた
only
だけよ
because you guys made me do. This had a big impact on everyone who until just now had been eating the food and saying how delicious it was. They look at her like they were impressed, but Kotori seemed kind of embarrassed. Thanks to Kotori helping us, we were able to get the dinner preparations done easily. If that's the case, then maybe we can add another chore. I don't dislike cooking, but to prepare food for several people is physically quite demanding. Oh, she'll start helping around in the kitchen. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be nice. Oh, this guy's playing the high IQ route. That way he can spend more time with Kotori, right? And she has no excuse to run away from him. She can spend more time with Kotori, get to know her, and then she can warm up to him. Big IQ play, my boy. If that's okay with Kotori, could you help me prepare the meals?
別にいいけどそのくらいな
Yeah,
ら
I guess if that's what it's like. Thank you. Run no Neo, please. Look, okay? Now look here, mister. What do you want me to say? Ride away? Wheel away? Man. Shut up. I say while Kotori looks away and quietly nods without saying anything. It's a little different to the other chores, but in order to avoid being unfair, from now on, I want Kotori to help out where she can. Speaking of the disability thing, if I had an editor, if I had a channel manager, I would really love all of my stream VODs to be subtitled for deaf people. But yeah, for now, YouTube auto caption generation. Please don't mishear me and say weird shit. So everyone still had their reservations about the whole thing, so for now, they just quietly looked at each other. Even so, until now, Kotori and the other boarders had quite a distant relationship. However, I'm the one who understands the situation the least, or rather, the one who understands it the most. Excuse me? Kanako raised her hand, then the others
それ
followed.
ができるんなら
If
す
she
ご
can
く
do
いい
that,
と思うわ
that would be really good.
私もそう思
I
いま
think
す
so too,
ゆかさん
Yuka.
私
I always thought that was a little
前から
strange.
ちょっと
So, from tomorrow, let's do our
こ
best.
ちらこそよろ
You
しく
too,
りょうぼ
Dorm
さん
Mother.
小鳥ちゃんもよろしくね
You too, Kotori.
うん
Head pats. Head pats. There you go. Head pats. But here, you can borrow my head pad. There you go. You have 10 seconds. Alright, head pat's done. Wait, what? Why haven't you patted the duck? What? No! Next time we see him. Kotori was moody until the end, but she kept herself from shouting abuse at me, which I know she's good at, and seemed to understand what I was trying to do. Thanks for today, Agia. You really helped me out.
いいって
Don't mention it.
葵が
When
困
you're
っ
in
てる
trouble,
時
I'll come to your
私
rescue.
が
That's
助け
how
る
it always is, right?
普通なことでしょ
Same goes for you too.
が
Yes! My time has come. We're having duck for dinner tomorrow. Sorry. Sorry. Here you go, Mr. Hat. Yeah, look at you. Yeah. Yes, sir. Head pads for the duck. Okay, you get 20 seconds since Kotori got 10. Okay, we're done. 20 seconds up. Like. Hat came modeling from down the corridor.
おー、アヒルさん、
Oh,
どうし
Mr.
た
Duck,
の？
what's up? Have you come to
みよ
see
か
me now?
が。
Quack, quack. Haha. He seems pretty succulent, no, not gonna lie. I feel like if we do cook him, it's gonna be some pretty thick meat. Anyway. Hal flapped his wing towards Aga. Maybe he's saying thanks for helping Kotori. Those are his feelings as her housemate.
じゃあ、部屋に
Okay?
戻った
Tell
ら
her this when
伝え
you
て。
go back to her room. Had
今
fun
日
today.
は楽しかったね
You
って。
feel you.
わー。
Quack. Oh shit, we got some duck butt. Did you guys see that? We got some duck butt for a bit there. Hell yeah, bro. Poggy's Craigasm is in the chat, my boys. The way he replied made it seem like he completely understood what Ake had said, and Hat wiggled his tail as he waddled off.
かわいい。
He's so cute. Okay, take her on your way back. Sure,
また
see you
ね。
later. Quick, quick.
ハット、どこ行っ
Where
てた
did you
の？
go? Okay,
Hi.
here's a cucumber
おや
snack.
つのキュー。かー。
Back.
ねえ、聞いてハ
Hey,
ット。
listen, Hat.
今日ね、
Today I
Watashi-
helped make dinner.
鶏肉
It
の
was something or
なん
other
とか
style
肉み
chicken
って言うん
stew.
だけど、みんな
Basque
美味しい
style
って言ってた。
chicken stew. Everyone said it was delicious.
私も食
I
べ
ate
たけ
it
ど、
too.
本当に美味しかったの。
Aww,
すごいでしょ。
wasn't that great?
Quack,
Quack, quack. That was so adorable. Yo, I'm crying. That was adorable. That chuckle. Oh my god. I wanna protect her, my boys. I wanna protect her. Holy shit. Dude, when she giggled, I felt that. My heart dropped, dude. My heart dropped. I had to stop for a bit and be like, what? Oh, she's so must protect my heart. This game's gonna give me a heart attack. Oh my god, my heart. I'm actually crying. What the fuck? Chocomatte. It's kind of reminded me of Rin. You know, she would yeah, she was always really so like upbeat and high spirited, so it's not that different from, you know. Yeah. Goddamn, I shouldn't be thinking too much. Jonah. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go. Distract yourself with reading. Oh, what's wrong?
もうすぐ今日が
Today
終わ
will
っちゃ
soon be over.
う。楽しかったな。
But it was fun. Oh, why does why this VN red flags? No, Red, no. I pushed down on the heavy pedals and the gears creak. I worry that the chain, which has stretched its limit, will snap and fly off at some point. However, there's no time to think about that during the hill climb. Damn it. Can't do this anymore. The sport is just way too severe. I'm not proud of this, but I decided not to put myself through any pointless hardship. I don't enjoy putting in a lot of effort. Just ahead of me is something fun, but that's where I can do my best. At that time, I was getting closer and closer to it. Finally, the top of the slope. As I climbed to the top of the slope, the view all of a sudden opened up. Below me is the town, spreading far into the distance and the steep downhill road. Finally, the time has come for my reward. I lower my posture, kick down on the pedal, and accelerate in the blink of an eye. In spite of the headwind that would have been so problematic on flat ground, I cut through it like a bullet. On a downhill slope, speeds can reach close. Oh god, sorry. Whew! I kind of burped there for a bit. Oh my god. Speeds can reach close to 80 kilometers per hour. That's equivalent to 50 miles per hour for our Imperial friends. If that were a car driving through the city, it would breeze past as it overtook other cars. If I come off my bike now, I'll be seriously injured. I have 1 hour left before Blue Archive resets the airbag. No joke, I could even die. After all, when we race... Shit. Minute? Okay, we're good. After all, when we race, they're almost completely exposed. The road is winding and still not flat. At high speeds, when I entrust my body to the inertia, the wheels bounce on the uneven road surface. Strangely, I don't feel any fear. I only feel overwhelming exhilaration. Nevertheless, I mustn't lose concentration. It's not like I hadn't predicted that there might be unforeseen circumstances. Even so... I'll be right back. Chotomate. I seem to have injured myself. Hold on, be right back. Jesus. Yeah, I accidentally scraped the back of my right leg on the on my computer table, the metal part, and it scratched really hard, so it's bleeding. I'm just cleaning it up with antiseptic here. Ah, shit. Ow! Ah, it burns. Ah, shit. Oh. God. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think you guys heard that. During the bike sequence, I immediately went, ouch and stopped reading there. Fun. Yeah, it's fine. I have a first aid kit here. I always do. I got a I have one of those big bags, bag of first aid. So there should be some bandage here that I can use to wrap around it. Yeah, there is. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, wound is disinfected, treated, and covered. We good. Man. Whoops. Okay, so that we're good. Alright, let's continue on. Okay. Okay. When I opened my eyes, I thought that I was on that hospital bed. Sure, there's an unfamiliar ceiling, but I soon realized that that wasn't the hospital. It's my room, huh? I still don't really feel like this is my room, though. I lie on my side on the bed and vacantly try to recall what happened in my dream. I forgot most of it from the shock of waking up, but I had an idea of what kind of dream it was. I pulled the alarm clock towards myself. 11:42. It's noon already. Even though it's Sunday, I've slept too long. On Sunday, I don't need to prepare breakfast. As for the jobs like fixing leaks and other jobs that can be done quickly, I did most of them yesterday. A Sunday with nothing to do. I get out of bed and look down at my knee. There's the scar, fresh from surgery. It was the first time I'd seen it in a while. The dream about that time. In the last few days, because of how busy I'd been, and the change of scene, I'd gone without having any unnecessary thoughts. Sunday PRC, yeah. Things had only calmed down a little, but I had let my guard down emotionally. Somehow, I felt strangely sluggish. I didn't feel like getting out of bed. There was someone knocking on the door. Oi, are you awake? Hey! It's Sane, the 3rd grade boarder. She's quite a cheerful person, but I always feel like she's keeping her distance from me. Despite that, no. Oi, wake up! Hey, oi! Also, for anyone concerned, I got my tetanus shot last year, so don't worry about that. I did, metal, but I'll be fine. Tetanus, I got my tetanus shot. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I take it every 2 years. I'm awake. First, I answer, then get out of bed, and then moved over to the door. What is it? Well, you have a visitor. Visitor? While thinking it was strange for Sunai to get so excited, I quickly got changed and left the room. I look outside the entrance to see.
Yo, Aoi.
Yo. Oh my god, you're too close. We'll move back. Anchan. When she said I had a visitor, she meant Anchan. The boarders poked their heads out from behind the wall of the hallway. I looked at Anchan from a distance. It's just like Anchan to be completely unfazed by this weird spectacle. Here, eat this with the boarders. Anchan said that he's passed me a welcoming present. What's this? Shingen mochi. We were given this by someone in the neighborhood. I couldn't eat all of it. Oh, is this what I think it is? Anchan had always been popular with the girls, especially with much older ladies. He often received presents from them, particularly from the elderly ladies. Damn, he's got some cougars on him. It's possible that he could become like the straw millionaire. And even if he just walked around the town for a day, there would be no shortage of things to eat. I take the souvenir from Anchan and pass it to Yuka and the others who are half hidden behind the wall of the hallway. Here, he said we should eat this together. Hey, who's that guy? What's his connection to you? He's my childhood friend, Anchan. Childhood friend, huh? Really? The others all start saying really, too. He does look like a fuckboy. Anchan, come on in. I'll pour you a cup of tea or something. This is a girl's dorm, right? Yes, you're right. Because I'm staying here, I don't really think about it that often. Okay. Come on, I'll treat you to lunch. Oh, sweet. Well, he is paying for lunch, so... How are you finding it here? Yeah, it's nice. It feels relaxing. Come on. I know you don't mean that. Looking at this view, you don't feel like you're back in your hometown, do you? Yeah, I guess not. The reconstruction work has been completed in this area, and it feels like a new town. There are many brand new buildings, the roads are neatly paved, and there's not a trace of the Kazegawara that I once knew. Alright, I'ma eat some leftovers. Be right back. Okay. But I remember the street. I mean, I used to come down here almost every day. If you go this way, it leads to Kazami Shopping Street. It's the place where me, Agea, and the others were born and raised, and had a small shopping street. My family had a small real estate agency set up on one side of the street. Agea's family had a sporting goods store, and Masatsuge's had a ramen restaurant. Then there's Anchan's place, which is a town factory near the shopping street. My childhood friends and I were all kids of the Kazami Shopping Street, so we all played together. However, the shopping street disappeared due to the reconstruction. Have you been to Windy yet? I've been to the underground shopping arcade a few times. I went to buy groceries. That was where I went yesterday with Aga and
まだ
Kotori.
上の方は見てないのか。
You haven't seen the above ground part yet? That's right. I was busy, so I hadn't been there.
せっかくだ。
Since we're here, we should take a look on the way to getting some food. Okay. Whoa.
なかなかすごいだろう。
It's pretty amazing, huh? Yeah. Windy Kazagaura. It's a large shopping mall built on the site of the small Kazami shopping street where we grew up. I've been to the underground level before, but I always enter using the entrance at the back, which is near the dormitory, so I didn't know what it was like above. I thought it would be a big building, but... Can't believe that the Kazami shopping street used to be here.
国内でも有数の商
It's
業
one of
施
the
設
biggest
だ
retail
そうだ。
facilities in the country,
今や
along
風車
with
の丘と
Windmill
並ん
Hill,
で
so
風
the
が
new
浦の
famous
新名
spots
所
of
だぞ。
Kazagaura. I didn't feel at all like I had come back to my hometown. On the contrary, I felt like I was lost in some unknown country. What happened to everyone from the shopping street?
希望した人はこの中
The
に
ones
店
who
を
wanted
構えて
to
る。
set up their shops
よ
near.
そに行った人たちもいた
Some
け
went to
ど、
other places, but
みんな
everyone's
元気？
doing okay. Age said that she had moved.
アゲハンチなら、
If you want to know about Ageha's house...
あ、あんちゃん。
Oh, Anchan.
お、いたいた。
There you are. Age appeared with uncanny
ひ
timing.
どい。二
Hey,
人で遊ん
what
で
are
る
you
ん
two
だ。
doing? Having all the fun to yourselves. You should have told me.
だってお前、
But
店
you're
の手
helping
伝
out
いがあ
at
る
your
んだろ。
family's shop, weren't you?
今終わったとこ。
I just finished. Replied Ageha, who was standing in front of Himegi Sports. That's what it said on the sign. Oh yeah, you said you'd move house, but you also said that the shop was now in Windy, didn't you? Himegi Sports. This is the sporting goods store managed by Ageha's father. As far as I remember, it was a small town sporting goods store, but now it was a kind of trendy sports store aimed at young people. They must be thinking of the kind of clientele they get in the shopping mall. But because it's so different than it was when I was a kid, I'm slightly confused now.
へへん。
Hehe,
立
it's
派
really
になっ
great
たで
now,
しょ。
huh? I didn't know that your dad had a knife for what young people like. I answered all slightly
あ、
dazed.
そうだ。
Ah, that's right. Hey, Hotaru! As Ageha called, from inside the store, a petite girl, smaller than Ageha, came outside.
何あーちゃん。
What is it,
あん
Ageha?
ちゃんと葵が来て
Anchan
るよ。
and Aoi are here. Huh? Hotaru opened her eyes wide for a moment and looked up at me. Her face seemed to say, is this big guy standing here really Aoi? In that case, I should prove it myself. Long time no see, Hotaru. I rubbed Hotaru's head in the same way that Anchan did to me. Stop it, Aoi. Oni yamete. Oni yamete. Oh god. Hotaru wriggles her head around at her wit's end as I rub it. Got her rubbing her forehead. She's Ageha's younger sister. He's only 1 year younger, so we used to play together a lot as kids. Her personality is the complete opposite of her sister, shy and quiet. You've gotten bigger too. Rub rub. What? What are you rubbing, bro? Oh, my eyes are going. What the fuck?
こーら、うちの
Don't be
妹
mean
を
to
い
my
じ
sister. I'm not being mean. Am I, Hotaru? Don't pinch my cheek. God damn, Jesus. I let go, and for a little while, Hotaru continued moving her hand round and round, even though I wasn't doing anything. Oh.
ったくもう。
Jeez, that's the first time you've seen her in 5 years. It's all a bit too sudden.
ホタル、
Hotaru,
大丈夫？
are you okay?
うん、平気。
Yeah, I'm fine.
ちょっと
My
目
eyes
が
are
回
going
った
round
だ
a
け。
little, that's all.
本当に、
It's really you, Oi. I'm back, Hotaru. You want me to rub your head again? I started to move my hands towards her like I'm going to do it again. Hee. Hotaru jumped back and hid behind
い
Ageha.
じめるな。
Don't be mean. I'm back. New boss was used to be nice. Welcome back, Ren. Yokoso Danyanta. I've been punching the ribs. I just wanted to play with Hotaru a little, that's all. For some reason, Ageha's very protective of Hotaru. Yeah, it's her little sister. Naturally. I thought I'd come and see you sometime, Hotaru.
そっか。同じ
yeah.
学校なんだから、
We
顔
go to
見
the
せに
same
連
school,
れて
so
け
I
ば
should
よ
have
かった
brought
か
her
な。
to see you. Hotaru goes there too. Yeah. That's a surprise. I had the idea in my head that Hotaru would definitely go to a regular school.
みんなあんちゃ
Everyone
んの
was
影
really
響を受け
influenced
まく
by
りだから
Anchan.
俺はやめと
I
けって
told
言
you
っ
to
たん
give
だ
it
か
up.
な。
Anchan graduated from Keifei Academy because it was the school that Anchan went to. Again, the others all took the entrance exam like it was a matter of course. I was the same when I came back here because I knew it was a special school when I was choosing which school to transfer to. So I guess that was because of Anchan too.
ところで二人で
Anyway,
何してたの
What are you two doing? Could it be that you're on a
デ
date?
ート
当たり。
Bingo. I knew it! Hey, Anchan.
似たようなもん
I
だろ。
guess it's kind of true,
葵
isn't
に
it?
昼飯おごって
I
やろう
thought
と思
I'd
っ
buy
た
away lunch. Do you two want to come with us?
行
Yes.
く
Okay.
となると、あい
In
つ
that
も呼んでやらないと
case,
後
we
で
have to
すね
invite
な
him too. Otherwise, he'll be sulking about it.
ああダメダメ
No, it's no good.
Marble
If you mean
なら今日は忙しいって。
Marble, he's busy today.
なんだ用事があるのか
He's got plans, has he?
正真
He's
正
going on
銘
a
の
proper
デート
Yesterday, he was
Kino.
boasting about it.
でも可愛いん
But
だ
she's
よ
cute, isn't she?
マー君の彼女
Martin's girlfriend.
なら邪魔するわけにはい
If
かない
that's
な。
how it is, we can't
俺た
get
ち
in
だけで
his
行く
way.
か。
We'll go with Haman. Yeah! Eating with Anchan.
みんなでご飯す
You
る
haven't
の
had a meal
久しぶ
together
り
in
だ
a
ね
long time.
どこ行くどこ
Where
で
shall
も
we
いいぞ
go? Anywhere is okay with me. Anchan asked me. You're asking me where we should go, but I still don't really know this place. There are many shops, but everywhere is unfamiliar to me.
そんなの決まって
It's
るじゃ
already
ない
decided, isn't it?
私ら
When we
が
get
集まった
together,
ら行く
there's
店
only
は
one
一
place
つ
for us to go. Said Age as Hotaru nodded. I also remember a little slower than the others.
太陽圏
Taioken. Taioken. Mabo's dad doesn't hold back, does he? I felt like my ramen was going to come back up and I just barely kept it down by rubbing my hand along my belly.
調子に乗って特
Because
盛
he
り
got
頼
carried
む
away
か
and
ら
asked for the special big bowl.
私は大盛り
I
にし
made
と
the
い
right
て
choice
大
by
正
choosing the
解
big bowl.
それでも十分多い
That's
よ
still quite a lot,
母ちゃん
Ageha.
いつもより多かったぞ
That was more than usual.
Aoi no
He
tameni
gave Aoi
service
some
してく
extra
れ
as
た
a
んだろ
special service. Anchan, who also had a special big bowl, was completely unfazed.
おっちゃん青人間
Mabo's
って
dad was
嬉
pleased
し
to
そう
see
だ
you again, Aoi.
お代もサ
He
ービ
even
スして
gave
く
us a
れたしね
discount too. But I can't believe that Taioken is still around. Taioken is a Chinese restaurant on one side of Kazami Shopping Street. It's also Masatsuki's house. They used to serve regular set menus, but since moving, they've changed direction. It's become like one of the new wave ramen restaurants in the city.
繁盛してるんだから
Business is
この間雑誌に載っ
booming.
て
Recently it was in a
若いお客
magazine,
が増えたって
and the
お
number
っ
of
ちゃ
young
ん大
customers is
喜び
increasing, so Mabo's dad is very happy.
おっちゃんの写真も
His
載
photo
っ
was
たん
in
だ
there
よ
too.
すご
It
く
was
かっ
really
こよ
cool.
かった頭にタオル
He
巻
had
い
a
て
towel wrapped around his head,
腕組みして
his
ドヤ
arms
顔で
crossed,
決
a
めてたあれね
confident look on his face, and a cool pose. Masatsuga is like his father. In other words, like his father, he gets carried away easily and tends to show off. Whenever there are sports events or karaoke competitions in the town, regardless of the result, he's always the center of attention. The taste was completely different. And apart from seeing Mabo's dad, it wasn't nostalgic at all. Before it was plain soy sauce ramen, but now it had become pork bone and fish double soup.
ここと同じ
Just like
みんな
this
変わっていく
place,
もんさ
everybody changes.
そうそう
That's right.
5年も
5
経っ
years
ちゃう
have
とね
passed after all. Yeah, you're right. Well, when you say 5 years, I guess it really is a long time. But some things haven't changed. Masatsuge's dad was the same as always. The same goes for Age and Hotaru, and also Anchan. The things that I most wanted to say the same are still here.
ちょっと待ってろ飲み
Hold
物
on.
買ってくるから
I'm gonna go get a drink. Anchan made us wait at the bench by the side of the road while we went to buy some juice. Hotaru went after him. Age and I sat down on the bench.
ねえ葵
Hey, Aoi. What's up?
そろそろ部
Have you
活決
decided
め
which
た
club you want to join? I reply vaguely. There's one that I thought would be okay.
どこどこ
Which one? It's still just a candidate.
ケチケチせずに
Come
教
on,
えな
just
さい
tell me,
よ
will you? I don't even know if it's a proper club or not.
何それ
What is it? You're in the robot club, right?
そう
Yeah,
うちの
it's the
学
most
校で
popular
一
in
番
our
人
school.
気
You enter contests, don't you? Do they fight? When I think of robots, I imagine them firing missiles and flying through the air.
まあそうなんだけど
Yeah, I guess.
多分葵
Maybe
が
what
考
you're
えてる
thinking
の
of
と
is a little
は
different.
障害物競
They
争
do
をした
obstacle
り
courses, carry and
物を
stack
運ぶ
things, and so on. What the hell?
ロボット
We
の
battle in
技
terms
術を
of
競う
robot
戦いだから
technology.
ね。
Every year a theme is
毎年
chosen,
テーマ
and
が
we
決
make
ま
them
っ
in
てて、
accordance with that
そ
theme.
れに
Yeah,
合
I
わ
had
せて
this
作るんだ
before.
よ。
I did this back when I was in the Lego Mindstorms, like robot competition. We had to make a robot that could, yeah, that could carry things, put it in a basket, and then we also had to make a robot that could like dismantle separate like buildings that we had made out of Legos that we had to like just pull apart, basically. I got first place, by the way. Let me flex a bit, okay? Oh,
興味出た？
are you interested? I don't know. You say you build robots, but I don't really understand it.
まあそうだよね。
Well, I guess it's hard to understand.
ここんと
In the
こ
last few
毎
years,
年初
we've
戦敗
been
退で
eliminated in the first
みんなそ
round
れが当然
every
みたいな
time,
顔してるし
and people are never really surprised by that.
葵が入って
If you join and straighten
ビシ
everyone
ッと
out,
引き締め
I'd
て
be
くれた
really
ら
grateful. Why don't you do it yourself?
いや
No,
私そういう
it's
キャラ
not
じゃな
really
いか
my
ら
nature. If I had to say, Agya likes to do things at their own pace.
昔はもっと熱
They
心
were
だった
more
らしいんだ
enthusiastic
け
in
ど
the
ね
past, it seems.
一
They were
度
once runner-ups
全
in
国
national
大会
competition. Wow, that's amazing.
その時のロボット
That
を作
time,
った
the
の
one who made the
が
robot was...
ほらこの
So
間
you
見
saw
か
her
け
the
た
other
人覚え
day.
て
Do you
る
remember?
超
The super
有年
pizza
生
and
の
Amane Mochizuki? Yeah, I remember.
うん
Hmm?
それはやっ
Is that because
ぱ
she's
美人さんだから
No, that's not why. Well, that could be one reason. Agya makes a face that says that she doesn't understand as she continues her story.
天音先輩がまだ
When
1
Amane
年の
was still in
時
the
に
first grade,
ほと
had
ん
a
ど自分
robot
一
she'd
人で
made
作っ
almost
たロボッ
entirely
ト
by
で
herself.
いきなり
This
準
only
優
came
勝しちゃっ
runner-up
た
in the
の
national competition.
決勝戦で負けたんだ
She
けど
lost in the final, but it
コン
was
ト
said
ロー
that
ラ
it
の
was
ボタン
because
を
she
押し間
pushed the
違え
wrong
るという
button.
ボンミ
The
ス
reason
が
why
敗
she
因だった
lost
ら
is
しい
because
よ
of an unforced error. There are no what-ifs in the match, but the national championship slipped through her fingers. She was in the first grade.
そう別格なのよあの
Yes,
人は
she's on another level, that girl.
どうしたのあんちゃん
What's up, Anchan? Before we had realized, Anchan and Hotaru had come back, but were standing a little further away while watching
サイダー
us.
とオレンジどっちに
Which
す
do you
る？
want, lemonade or orange? Lemonade, please. Lemonade. I'll have orange. God damn it. I take the can of juice and crack it
い
open.
ただきます
Thanks. As we enjoy drinking the juice, Anchan watched us quietly. What is it?
いや
Well, it's
なん
like we've
か
gone back to the
昔に
past.
お前たち二人が
The
揃っ
two
て
of you
る
are
さ
together again. Aga and I looked at each other while drinking our juice. Then, embarrassed, we both laughed.
一人足りないけ
There's
ど
one person missing though. It's typical of
こういう時
Mabo
に
to
な
not
い
be
の
here
が
till time
バーボ
like
らしい
this. Yeah, he's always been like that.
みんなでやったいたずらがバ
Even
レ
when
て
we all
も
got caught out,
一人だけ逃げた
even
の
when we
ね
all got caught playing tricks, he'd always run away by himself.
あの
But
後は謝り
later
ながら
on,
泣
he
いて
would
た
always
し
cry while apologizing.
ほんと
That
手の
really
か
is
か
a
るやつだった
handful,
わよ
isn't
ね
he? Aga sighed as she said that, and Hotaru and I laughed.
そんな麻婆にも今や
Even
彼
Mabo
女がで
managed
き
to
た
get a girlfriend.
お前たちも
You
頑
guys
張
have
ら
to
ない
give
と
it a
な
shot too, you know? In response to Anchan's teasing, the rest of us blushed.
私はいい
I'm
の
fine.
葵
I
は
don't
知
know
らない
about
け
Oi,
ど
though.
そうなの
Really? I've just come back here, haven't I?
女子寮の寮
But
母
you're
さ
the
ん
dorm
だ
mother
っ
of
て
a girls'
そこの
dormitory
とび
full
っ
of
き
cute
り
girls,
可
and
愛
you're
い子
getting
と
along well with them
もうな
already. Hey? Hey, don't say it like that.
あああの
Oh,
子
the
か
girl, huh?
確
Sure
か
was
に可愛い子だったな
Yeah, Kotori was it's pretty cute. Not you too, Anchan. Oh no. Wataru looks at me with suspicion. Wataru, it's not really like that. I'm just working as a dorm
青
mother.
兄なら
But oh, you're
から
cool. You get a
すぐ彼女
girlfriend soon. I said it's not like that. Ah, jeez, I'm thirsty. I drank down the rest of the juice in one go. Agia grinned as she looked at me, while Hotaru seemed worried.
それじゃ俺は
Hold
そ
up.
ろそろ行くよ
I'm gonna get going.
もう
What?
帰っちゃ
You're
う
going
の
back already?
悪いな
Sorry, but I have an urgent job to do this evening. Thanks for inviting me out today, Anchan.
いいって
It's
俺も
alright.
楽し
I
かっ
had
たから
fun too.
おっとそうだ
What are these and what are they for? They're parts for a glider.
グライダー
Glider? It's a kind of measuring instrument. One of the seniors at school asked me to get it. Aha! Suddenly Agaya spoke in a loud
それ
voice.
天
You
音
mean
先輩の
Amane,
ことで
don't
しょ
you? If you're
That's
talking about
it.
gliders,
Glider
it can only be her. Yes, that's right.
どういうこ
What's
と
going on?
It's
Did you
not
meet her at some point? Kind of. It will take a while to explain, so I tried to dodge the question. Include some information that I don't really want to talk about for some reason.
ねえあーちゃん その人、
Hey, Aoi, is she that?
そう、あの
Yes,
美
that
人
beautiful
の。
girl. Once again, I receive a dubious stare from the Himegi sisters. God damn it. Hey.
いいホタル。葵はね、
It's
この
okay,
町を離れ
Otaru.
てる
In
間
the
に
time that Aoi has
ち
been
ょっ
away
と
from
エ
the
ッ
stand,
チになっちゃっ
it's
たの
become
よ。
quite the pervert.
そうなの。
Really?
そうなの。
That's right. Such a
残念
shame.
ながらに。
Hey! Don't fill your head with such nonsense.
お前ら見てると
Watching
ほ
you
んと
guys
和
here
む
puts
よ
my mind at ease. Don't just stand there laughing. Back me up, Anchan.
何悪いこと
There's
じゃない
nothing wrong
さ
with it.
何
Being
かに打
interested
ち
in
込んだり
something.
誰かを
Falling for someone. Anchan gave me a squeeze as he puts his arm around my
早
shoulder.
く新しいことを
Finding something new is a good thing. Oi. Speaking to my ears so that only I could hear Anchan let go of me.
じゃあな
See ya!
公共の場であんまり騒ぐなよ
Don't make too much noise in a public place. Raising one hand and waving it gently, Anchan went home. Yeah, always nice to try something new. After Anchan went back, we went to Himeki Sports to say hello to Age's father. Then I stayed for a little while, enjoyed some tea and cakes, and it soon became evening. As I walked along the street to the dormitory, I still felt like I didn't want to go back just yet. Anything happened? Nah, we just had a mall scene, the mall episode where we just ate some food, caught up with the old friends, but that's about it. And we finally got the parts from Anchan to build the glider, so that's good. I might go for a little stroll. It's changed a lot around here too. Before, there was only an embankment here. We used to play here a lot, catching koi and crucian carp, but now it had a promenade and had been made into a walking course. Well, this was just right for taking a stroll. I walked slowly while gazing quietly at the lake, dyed by the setting sun. My hometown had changed a lot in 5 years, but the important things hadn't changed at all. Finding something new is a good thing. Finding something. As I speak quietly to myself, I look at the view on the other bank. The windmills standing on the gentle slope face the wind and slowly turn. Even so, the chef's ramen was really tasty. Next time, I'll try the dipping noodles.
イケメン。
Dipping noodles. A little further away, someone was there. It was a petite girl. She ran her hand along the fence, and like me, was gazing at Windmill Hill on the opposite bank. Someone was there? I didn't think anyone was there, so I was talking to myself, but it seems that she heard me. Huh? Hear that?
うん。
The mood about her was a little different, so I didn't realize right away. But no doubt about it, it's the girl who was in the supermarket yesterday. The girl who bought a lot of 2,980 yen per 100 grams meat to make curry. Was the curry nice?
どうして知ってるの？
How do you know about that? Don't you remember? Yesterday, in the supermarket.
ああ、
Oh,
それは多分
that might not have
私じゃ
been me. Huh? What on earth is she talking about?
姉さんってば。
That was my older
ぼー
sister.
っとしてるからまた
Maybe
ナン
she
パ
was
でもされ
walking
ちゃった
around
のかし
cluelessly and
ら。
the guy tried to chat her up again. Older sister.
すき焼きとお刺身
It
だった
was
わ。
sukiyaki and sushi.
昨日の夕食。
That was yesterday's dinner. Oh, I see. She's talking about what was bought at the supermarket. I guess that's what happened. There's no way you could make curry with something like that. It seems that right at the last minute, she started to see sense.
じゃ、私はもう行くから。
I'd best be off now? Sure. It totally felt like, for her, talking to me was too much hassle. So she dismissively got up and left. It was a completely different feeling to when I met that girl in the supermarket. While thinking how strange it was that there would be such a complete change in a girl whose name I didn't even know, I returned to the other road home. It wasn't far from the lake to the dormitory. I didn't have any time to think about much before I got back. Something new. The parts that I had been given by Anchan were in my pocket. As I held them in my hand, I looked up at the clouds slowly floating across the sunset sky. These things are going to fly, aren't they? I meant the glider parts. They would become part of that white aircraft and would fly across the sky in those great big wings, to the other side of the clouds. The reason why I decided to look up at the clouds impulsively like that might have been because of that girl I had just met. Forgetting about my silly fantasy, I got through the gate to the dormitory.
あと、まだよ。
Not yet.
まだ
Let's
動
move
いちゃ
yet.
ダメよ。
Shit. No, yo, you guys being sus. What you guys doing? Come on. Kotori was in her wheelchair, with her back bent over, slowly creeping forwards. It was almost as though she was walking on tiptoes. What are you up to this time? I was quite used to her doing strange things, but I still had an acquired ability to determine instantly when it was what she was doing. Instantly what it was she was doing. She gave me a long stare. A cat. There it was, laying across the stone steps, licking and grooming itself. Nickel? Then on the other side, it was waiting. Are you trying a pincer attack? It didn't really look like that though. However, if they did, they might be able to.
今よ、ハット。
No, Hat! Interrupting my thoughts, Kotori gave the signal. Suddenly, Hat started flapping his wings and chasing the cat from behind. Surprise! The cat jumped up and ran in the opposite direction. No. Did he? He did. Good. Where Kotori was waiting to catch him.
てや
Yeah. There's no way that'll work. The cat, with brilliant footwork like Zidane's Marseille's roulette, turned around while evading Kotori and ran away.
逃げられた。
It ran away.
わ
Look, quick. You really were trying a pincer attack.
うん。
What's that?
何よ、文句ある？
Got something to say. Kotori realized I was looking at her and said quietly. What were you going to do once you caught the cat?
決まってる
Isn't
じ
it
ゃん。
obvious? I was going to
撫
stroke
でる
it.
のよ。
It was as if she was saying of course, but even if she caught a surprised cat as it was running away, it would go crazy and at worst scratch and cut her. Next time, make a better strategy. For example, you could try luring it towards you with a long piece of grass.
なんだ。考えとくわ。
Think about it. She said as she earnestly wrote a memo. You could just, throw a gummy at it. Alright. Looks like she always has a notebook tucked away in her wheelchair.
それより、
More importantly, she points at me. This is a sign that she has a bone to pick with me. Oh boy. Here we go. That's the door.
遅い。
You're late.
どこほつき
Where
歩
have
い
you
てた
been
の？
loitering around? Huh? I went for a walk. That's why I'm late. Her tone was like, you went for a walk, yeah, because she can. Lamau. Oh my, that's so... I made that joke. My apologies. Her tone was like a mother scolding her child. I wonder if there's something I was supposed to have done.
夕飯の支
The
度。
preparations for
手伝
dinner.
っていたの。
You're the one who asked me to help. Still only 5 o'clock though. But
知らないわよ、
whatever.
そん
You
なの
didn't。even tell me when we would start. Sorry if I start at about 6. I usually get it done in time.
そう。
Really?
じゃ
Well,
あ、明日から
we'll
そ
do
う
that
する
from
わ。
tomorrow. She said that she wrote another note. Do you mean that you were waiting for me? She must have gotten bored, which is why she decided to catch the cat.
そうよ。けど、
Yes, I was.
待っても
However, I
義
was
務
waiting
を
to
果たすた
fulfill
め
my duties. Don't get
変
any
な勘違い
ideas.
しないでよ
Any
ね。
funny ideas? I don't know what sort of funny ideas you mean. Could you give me a few examples? I'll try teasing her a little.
そんなの自
You
分
can
で考
figure
え
that
な
out
さ
for
い。
yourself.
いいから、ほら、行くわよ。
Yeah,
私
Tsundere.
もうお腹ペコペコなんだから。
Kotori or... I do want.
ハット？
Anyway, let's go. I'm starving, Isn't that right, Hat? Come on. Aww, Hat is starving too. It's
ほ
okay.
ら、ハ
See,
ットもお
Hat
腹
says
空い
he's
たって
hungry too. Okay, well then. It's still a little early, but shall we get started?
今
Say,
日は何？
what are we having today? Mapo eggplants and egg soup.
それ美味しい？
Is that tasty? Kawaii. Kawaii? Oi! Not cute. But Yokoso da niya. Ying? Ying? Sorry, my Hangul's pretty bad. I can read Hangul, but just a bit. Riting. Let's call it Riting. Yokoso da niya dating. That tasty. Yeah, it's great. It's my specialty.
美味しいんだって。
He says it's tasty.
わあ。
Ritin desu. Ah. Yoroshiku. Ritin desu. Ritin-san. As we go through the dormitory door, I realized that my feelings of uneasiness had vanished at some point. She tried to do a pincer attack with the duck to catch a cat, didn't she? While I remembered this, I started to chuckle to myself, and I realized that when she's with me, I feel strangely calm, and then things start to feel weird again. Okay, well. Ooh, he's starting to fall for her. By the way, we're saving here. So we're saving here. So I just want to make sure. So we have 3, 4. 日本語うまいですね。half of this. It's fine. My Japanese is it's very it's limited, so to say. So yeah, it's very limited. So yeah, don't expect too much. Yeah. Yeah. Well, time to do the usual thing I say to people like this, but 私はまだ日本語が上手に話せないので、英語で話してもらえると助かります。Anyway, I'm just gonna go to title.
そう。
Okay.
それでは。
So that was good.
さようなら。
Just chatting time now. We good. Okay. ありがとう。なるほど。Okay, so yeah, that was great. I really liked that. That was fun, don't you guys think? You were able to progress some really nice. I also got a bit of immersion there. While he was biking, I injured my right leg. So hey, yeah, immersion. But yeah, no. Oh crap! Yeah. You were there, or you, Midori? If you weren't there, I hit my right leg on the on my computer table, and I scratched it really badly, and it started bleeding. So yeah, we're good. Vin could use more of Mr. Hat. Yeah, it could use more of Mr. Hat. I do agree. Up it heals quickly. Yeah, no worries. I disinfected it, and I did everything I can. Disinfected it, covered it up. Yeah, it should be good by tomorrow. I'll reapply the bandages if I have to tomorrow, so no worries. No worries. That was great. I like that. So, with continuation, I will be doing Twitch. So, later on Twitch, we'll be doing PC Building Simulator. I will be doing more of the, I'll be doing more troubleshooting. Should order some food if you haven't eaten. Yeah, I'll do it after stream. I'll immediately hop onto Guardians VC since I was able to sleep. So I'll go on the Guardians. I'll order some food and water cooling cup. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I did pretty good with that water cooling. Custom tube. What are you guys talking about in Guardian chat? Alright, let's see. Oh, you guys are just talking about preferred affection from like, yeah. So Neo, Gunfire Reborn for YouTube tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Let's see what else. ちょっと待ってよか。You put water on no. Jesus. Oh yeah. Yo, while I order some food, you guys wanna watch some Stephen He? I've just had him on like a playlist, so you know. I would send you emotional damage. Emotional damage. No, god damn. I hate it so much. Alright. So that was nice. I'm enjoying that VN more and more. The beginning parts of the VN were pretty slow. As I've said, the VN does take 28 to 30 hours to finish. One route takes 20 to 30 hours to finish. So we've already clocked in a total of 6 hours now on the VN. We still have a lot to go. There's probably going to be multiple parts. It's probably going to be a 10-parter or whatever. But we'll see. But yeah, it's at least something that I could go to if I do like, oh, I have nothing to do. I have nothing to play on YouTube, so I'm just gonna run the VN. So yeah. Oh, I should stop. Oh, I should then put too much pressure on my right leg. Oh. Yeah. Well, it doesn't hurt as much anymore, at least. What I should do is stop putting pressure on it. Okay. Hey, yo, I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. Okari. Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine. I can just let it rest up here a bit. Underneath my computer table, there's like a support beam that I have I have like pillows underneath it, so this should be fine. Yeah, you good. My leg's fine. I just scratched it really like it's not a deep gash, but it's also not just a scratch. It's like a cut. So no, but it's fine. I don't need to stitch it or anything. I can stitch it if I want to, but it should be fine. It's not that big. It's like the cut's like a pointer finger size cut. Just like around like what 2 inches. It's like a 2 inch cut, 1.5 inch. Yeah. Yeah. No worries. No worries. Don't worry about it. I don't need to stitch it, but I do need to replace the bandage. Every 6 hours, I'm gonna have to air out the wound and reapply thermal paste. No, reapply disinfectant. So, yeah, I need to reapply disinfectant every 6 hours and then cover it back up again. Yeah, no worries, I'm fine. I worked for a bit volunteering for the Red Cross. So yeah. Yeah, air cool the wound. Yeah, I'll air it out. I'll air it out. After a while, but yeah. Put some water cooling on it. The mouth. Yeah, that's fine. I remember I knew it was a good idea to all folks always if you live alone, like please is the disinfectant you have the one that hurts when you apply it or not? It depends on the wound. It's itchy. It like mildly cools it and then yeah. It's a what's it called? I don't know the proper medical term for it. It's a povidone iodine. Or iodopovidone. Yeah. Should be fine. I also have some hydrogen peroxide, but hydrogen peroxide, but I don't need to use it. Not for this kind of wound. It's not for this kind of wound. It's fine. So again, tip for those who live alone: get yourself some first aid kits. Since you live alone, you're gonna have to treat yourself. So yeah, always get the. I spent like $30. A couple of years ago, I spent $30 on a bag, on a first aid bag that has like 100 bandages. It has like a sewing kit and 3 rolls of gauze. And then there's a lot more to it. There's surgical scissors in there, a scalpel. Yeah, I'll always be prepared, Get some peace of mind knowing that if anything happens to you, you can at least treat yourself. Not have to worry about Safety is #1 priority. Welcome to my channel. The safety is from. Yeah, I have a full set. I have a full set of first aid stuff, first aid tools. It also helps when when someone else is in an emergency, then you know that your first aid kit is just in your just nearby. I don't bring it outside because it's a huge bag. It'll be weird if I'm toting a first aid bag on my back, like I'm always prepared, like I'm some sort of first aid responder. No, I am not a first aid responder. I'm not a licensed EMT. I volunteered for the Red Cross, but that does not mean that I substitute for your medical care. So always go to the hospital if it's bad. Okay, if it's really bad, go to the hospital. But yeah, for cuts like these, yeah, it's fine. Just treat it at home, and make sure, just let it heal. Make sure it doesn't get infected and anything. Okay. Ah, hello Neo, welcome back. Yeah. Well, I'll end stream here. I do appreciate everyone dropping by. There's not much I can say except for there will be Twitch. Exactly 6 hours from now, I'll be starting Twitch with PC Building Simulator. We'll be continuing career mode and fixing other people's PCs. For YouTube tomorrow, we'll be doing Gunfire Reborn. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for this, for like tomorrow, till tomorrow. But yeah, I do appreciate it. Lurkers in the back, hey, make yourselves known. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. But yeah, with that said, I'll end stream here. Thank you guys so much for dropping by. Arigato. And okay, so we got Ikazuchi Neo, wrong guy, Gunther Green, that one guy, Midori, Himinari, Hana's in the back, Ren, Ritin-san, arigato, welcome. Alright, well, you guys take care, stay safe. Mite kurete arigato din. Gomen, I'm ending the stream. But yeah, thank you for dropping by. Catch tomorrow stream. Mite kurete arigato din. Mata tsugi ni. Take care, stay safe, be kind to each other, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next stream. Mata nya, bye bye, and take care.